Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, shiny internet strangers, one and all. It is it's the next day. It is good Lord, it's early. It's a little past 07 local. Um, yeah, there was only one episode yesterday. It's cold, folks. It is cold. I uh, I have an extra blanket. Uh, Fun fact: it smells like pine trees. I don't know why, but yeah, it smells like pine trees. My wife was worried about me, and so she's like, "You need another blanket." And so she gave me this one. And it smells like pine trees, and I like it. I like the smell of pine trees. I don't know why it smells like pine trees. There are zero pine trees on our property, so I don't even know where it could have picked up that smell. But again, I mean, I like it, so I'm not complaining. I dig it. It smells nice. Uh, I tried again yesterday to play after the first stream. And I tried with the hands under the blanket. It didn't work. Turns out there's a fair number of things that you need to hit in this game to do things, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't see them. Uh, I'm going to try again. How well will it work? I don't know. I don't. But yeah, it's just cold. I don't control the weather, folks, in real life. And where I am, I'm subject to the weather. It's not a question of, oh, turn your heat up. I'm sure for a lot of folks that's a viable option and great. I'm glad that's a choice for you. Not all humans in real life have the same choices. So be aware of that. Let's see. What are we doing? What I'd like to do is try some farming. What is in my inventory? Oh, spoiled food. Okay, well that goes over here. Let's put that where it goes. There we go. Restack all you. That bothers me. Having my stacks out of order, like it drives me up the wall. Really does. There we go. I like them organized and pretty. Yeah, that's as much farming as I made it yesterday because, and I'll show you. Um, let's grab this and go drop it in the thing. What's up, pony? I really should move you, but I haven't got around to it. I was like, oh, let's farm. And I press a button. That's not what I wanted. Because I can't see what I'm doing. So I'm just feeling along the keyboard and hoping I get the right one. So clearly I'm pushing the wrong one. Are you good? You are. And I was gonna do some farming, but same thing. That's a lot of pressing buttons and moving back and forth, and I was like, I can't do that. How am I gonna figure that out? So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go hit a tree, grab some of that, right? Because farming's useful. I went to hit it, and it did this, and I was like, oh, well, how do I turn? I can't see the keyboard. I don't know. So What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up the blanket. I'm gonna find the B key, which is right there. Because, again, part of me feels obligated to you folks. I know you're all in my head, right? You're random strangers on the internet. But I started a thing, streaming, and I made episodes for you. So I want to give you your episodes, Like I feel like I owe them to you. Wait, did I learn the 375 ones for lumbering? I did. So we're waiting until 450. And waiting till 450 there. Wait, I don't have points in this? Oh, where are my other points? What silly thing do I have them in? Yeah, you can get out of riding. That is bonkers. That is so cold or not, pain or not, like I really, like I said, I feel like I owe you folks, Got to get an episode out a day. Like, yeah, maybe only one, sure, but you got to get at least one, right? Uh, Now I will say I woke up and there was not ice in my glass today, so I'm hoping later today it warms up and I can get back on the multiple episodes a day train. I really am. Mostly because I really miss playing Myth. I enjoy this game. There's a lot of things I want to do, and playing for 1 hour in a day is not enough time for me. I'm retired. Do you know how bored I was yesterday? Like, you've no idea. Um, I did play other games. Like, I've got to do something. So I played a lot of Brotato, because that game has very few buttons. It's WASD. You don't have to look at any keyboard. And then between matches, because during a match, that's it. It's literally just those four. You're just moving your character on the screen, and the screen is not big. It's very tiny. Uh, and then between matches, you use the mouse and you use the left mouse button. And that's it. That's the whole thing. That's all the buttons. So 5 buttons and move the mouse. Yeah, I can handle that. And then I think it's like escape to exit. So that was it was a very under the blanket, it's freaking cold friendly game. So I did that for a while. And then I was like, I want something different. Because it's a fun game, you know. But I had watched a video on Warhammer Total War. I like the Total War series. I always have. I like those strategy games. It always felt like kind of the next evolution of chess, like a more advanced form of chess, right? A continuation, if you will. So that's all chess is. It's a strategy game. It's a lesser version of Go, if you're familiar with Go. Which is the westernized version of the game. Which I think originated in Japan, but possibly China, which is appropriate playing Myth of Empires. Regardless, I've always been a fan of those types of games. And so I'm watching a video and I was like, wait, I think I own these. I wonder if they're under the blanket, kinda friendly, right? So I drag the keyboard and mouse, and they're already under, right? Because I'm playing Potato. And I fire up one, and I don't know, something about it. I wasn't really feeling it. I maybe it had been a long time since I played Total War. I had 0 hours on Steam, so I had never played the Total War Warhammer. Like I played Total War, but I'd never played the Warhammer version of it. It had been so long since I played Total War, I was not familiar with the UI at all. And maybe I overlooked it. Maybe I'm just blind. I couldn't find the tutorial. So, and normally I feel like games bombard you with the tutorial. So it felt a bit odd. So again, I'm sure I did something wrong. I'm not knocking the game and saying like, oh, it didn't show me a tutorial. No, I'm sure I screwed it up. It's fine. But for whatever reason, after like, I don't know, 2 hours, I was like, yeah, I'm going to two. Now, when I was in two, I had fun. I did. I probably played 4 or 5 hours of two, like till, I don't know, like midnight. Um, I discovered some things. Can you play it with just a mouse? Sure, comma, well, ellipses. It's probably a lot better with keyboard and mouse. There were a couple of, I guess, instances where I guess the game kind of presumed that you had a keyboard, right? Like I'd get in a fight or a match or something, and it'd be like, "Hey, your units are super wounded. You should combine them before the next fight." Well, my guess is you have to hit Shift or Control or something to select more than one, and I couldn't do that with just the mouse, right? There was no right click or double click or something option to select more than one. So at least in that menu, like if I was in the actual battle, I could drag a box around them, like so that was fine, and there was a pause, so I could in combat I could still set up my guys to attack exactly the way I wanted, and I could hit the pause, and I could take my time and do the fights exactly the way I wanted. So that was no problem, which is the kind of the essence of Total War, I feel. Because you can auto battle, but I mean, if you're letting the AI do it for you, like, what's the point? And for some people, I guess that's fine, right? Maybe you just want the, I don't know, the lesser strategy of, ooh, when do I upgrade my settlement? I guess. I don't know. People play games differently. I know I do, so why would I knock the way somebody else chooses to play it? I just accept that everybody's different and good on you. Like if you find a way to have fun doing it, I'm not going to tell you you're doing it wrong. You're having fun. You're doing it right. Literally, like it's a game. It's a recreational activity. If you're enjoying yourself, you are literally doing it right. So I will never knock that, you know? You do you. Just enjoy. Um, is that four? Oh, I guessed right. I just reached a little extra to the right with my finger. I'm going to hit this and this. So, played that. I died a ton, right? I am very bad at the game. It's been a long time since I played them. My brain just, it wasn't on, folks. Like, it was just endless of me failing at the game. But I didn't mind, right? I was having a good time losing. I didn't really care that I was losing. I was just enjoying myself. And sometimes that's the way it goes. You know, you don't have to win at everything all the time to have fun. Like RimWorld. By far, my favorite game of all time to lose at. It is, oh, like I play that game, and like a lot of people, you get destroyed, right? As that's just RimWorld. I have played thousands of hours, and I think twice I have built a spaceship and left the planet. Twice in that whole time. Like, are you kidding me? Twice I've done the win condition. That's not a lot, folks. That is not a lot of wins, if you will. But I don't care. It is, again, it is my favorite game of all time to lose at, because every time I lose, I come away with just the best story ever, right? You're like, oh my god, you won't believe what happened in RimWorld. And then you get this thing that you couldn't make up if you tried, right? It's just the silliest, most fun and awesome and memorable thing ever. And you're like, that was great. I can't wait to do this again. Like, I can't wait to see what happens next. And pretty soon you're fired up again and you go with a new batch and you don't care. You're like, I mean, I hope these folks live. Let's see who dies first. And you're in and you're going and oh. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. Uh I did think about it when I woke up. Not RimWorld, but Total War. So I think it might be on my rotation. Uh the factions seem different. Oh, sorry, a little tangent. Yeah, when I was watching that video, I was seeing they had a bunch of stuff, and the guy streaming it was talking about how this faction had different leaders, and this leader was good and they were free, and this leader sucked and they were paid DLC. And I was like, oh, well, that's nice that the one you think is good is the free one, and the one you think sucks is the paid one. It's nice when the one you pay for isn't just like, oh, if you buy this one, it's OP and it wins, right? It's good that the free one can still kick some tushy, and that's a good thing, I think. So I was going and I was looking and I was like, well, I wonder if I've bothered to get all the free ones. Because just because something's free doesn't mean they give it to you, right? You usually have to go click, hey, I want this, even if it's free. So I went in. I did own both games already, but I didn't own any of the DLC. And I was like, oh, wow, like none of the free ones. So I went in and I clicked all the free DLCs. Well, apparently, recently, like the 16th question mark of this month, there was a thing, I don't know, for three. I don't have three yet. I do intend to get it, but we'll get to that. And in three, they did, I don't know, something. And when they did that, they allowed. Oh, you don't go in there, and neither do you. Hang on, I gotta organize this. There we go. if you had, they did something with a map, and if you had stuff from, ooh, nice, the good one, 1 and 2, you could use it in 3. So if you own a faction from 1, you can play as that faction in 3. If you own a faction from 2, you can play in that faction as 3, but only if you have the DLC. Um, and because they came out and said, hey, that's a thing, they have temporarily made for sale all the DLC from 1 and 2. And I was like, well, let me go look at it at least, right? And so I go and I look, and all the DLC from 1 is 40% off, all the DLC for 2 is 40% off. I was like, oh, that's not bad, but my metric for buying something is I want 50% off. If it's not 50% off, I don't buy it. I'm old, I'm retired, and I'm patient, right? I have time. I'll wait. Uh, which is probably why I'm not broke, because I'll wait 5 or 6 years to buy something. I don't care. Um, my friends are the same way. And we still get to play stuff with people because we play with each other. And if we all wait for 5 years, well, then it's still fresh and new to us, so who cares? Well, they had, if you buy everything for 1 and 2, it's 50% off. And I was like, huh, I will totally get $200 worth of DLC for 90 bucks. So I did. I bought all of the DLC for 1 and 2. Um, so that was nice. But there was a ton of free, you know, but I got everything because, yeah, why not? So I went around and I tested them and I played and I did things and yeah, I had a good time. All the factions they do feel different. I will say that. Uh, I didn't fire anybody up and go, oh, you're the same as blah, blah, blah. No, they genuinely felt like they were their own thing, which I appreciate. I don't want it to, I don't want you to feel like a reskinned version of something else. That doesn't feel good, right? You're like, oh, wow, your devs put in no effort. That's, that's not good. That makes me hate you and think that maybe you need a new job. And this wasn't like that. This very much felt like, all right, whoever was working on you cared and put in some effort and was like, hey, I love, you know, elves or dwarves or vampire lords or whatever, and these are my babies. I'm gonna take the time and make sure anybody who plays them likes them as much as I do and has something to look forward to and feels like they're playing something unique and special. And it came across like that to me, right? They didn't feel cookie color or paint by numbers. It felt like it was its own thing. And I appreciate that. I really do. Oh, I forgot to do this. One sec. Is it Alt Tab? Let's see if I do this right, folks. 1 second. I need to do you and you and you and you. I'm pushing buttons, I know. I'm in another thing. Right click, copy, close you. And I need to go here. Oh, am I doing it right? And here, paste. And then, oh God, where's the enter key? Enter is always so hard to find. It's 3 up on this side. Where's the 1, 2, 3? There we go. I forgot to put the, oh, what is it? The hey, by the way, I'm live on a Discord. So, sorry. I always space it out, and you would think I would remember, because it is, I mean, good Lord, we're 25 minutes into the stream, and I just remembered now That's not soon. Good God. Anyway, back to farming iron and babbling about a game. Oh, yeah, so everything felt unique. I died a lot. Like I said, it's been a while. The Each faction not only feels different, they are different. How they play, like their base mechanics are not the same. For example, you play as Chaos, you don't get to take over a city, okay? If you play as a human, you get to march into a city. If you kill all the enemy, you can be like, hey, this is my city now. I own it. I can build buildings. I can take over. I could be like, hey, we live here and produce guys, yada yada. Chaos functions wildly differently. You're like this ravening horde sweeping across the world. So you upgrade your horde, if you will. Kind of your on the move mob just sweeping across the map. So you still do upgrades as if you had a settlement, but you do it without a settlement. So it's very, very different. So you're basically, oh, look, a city. And you go in and you burn the whole thing to the ground. And then you just leave this altar to the gods of chaos. And you're like, well, that is, yeah, it's definitely different. But, I mean, by the same token, you can't really lose it, right? If you burn it to the ground, you don't care if somebody comes behind you. You were just there to destroy it. You don't give a damn. But even if you burn it to the ground and somebody comes behind you, they can go to the ruins of it and they can pay coin to rebuild it. So, yeah, there's a lot of different mechanics, and I don't know them. You know, I haven't played a billion hours. I had 0 hours on both 1 and 2. So I was getting into it and figuring it out and going, oh, that's what you do. And I haven't, again, I have 0 hours, so I haven't figured out who I like, who my favorite is. I've just scratched the surface, so I would kind of, oh, you look cool, fire it up. Oh, you look cool, fire it up. And I'd just kind of not take it too seriously, right? I'm just dipping my toes in the water. So it's not the end of the world if I die. It's not even a big deal. And I'm just kind of seeing what's up. So you look shiny. And I picked that one and I went with it. And I think the first one I went with on one was like a mage for the Empire. Because I like magic. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll pick him because he has like a metal face. And I was like, ooh, in. Uh, and I was like, all right. And then the reason I stopped that wasn't because I lost the match or anything else. I was like, oh no, I have to pee, like in real life. And so again, all my stuff is under my blankets. And I was like, drat, I have to get up to go pee. And so I'm trying to get everything out under the blankets and set it next to me and all that. And while doing so, I'm pushing buttons, right? So my screen's moving, I'm hitting keys, and my game is losing because I am pushing all the wrong buttons. It was as if I had subconsciously decided to lose. So, like, it was bad, folks. Like, it was so bad. It was entertaining, but yeah, it was bad. So I was like, okay, not playing this one. Uh, and that was like, yeah, we'll do a different one. And then I did Chaos on one, and I was like, oh, okay, I get their mechanic. Um, and then I overextended and I lost it. And I was like, okay, cool, understand. And that's when I switched to 2. So I didn't give 1 much of a fair shake. Like I fully admit that. And I may go back to it at some point. Like once I relearn with 2, like and understand the control. Because I will say, between 1 and 2, it looks like they kept a lot of the menu keys the same, a lot of the control buttons the same, a lot of the factions seem very similar, a lot of the leaders of a faction seem like, okay, you have the same name. Now, do they function the same? I don't know. But it's enough that if you were like, hey, I'm a fan of like Jim, you probably feel at least some level of familiarity with it. And that's nice. I appreciate when they do that, right? Like I'm playing your game and I get to feel some sense of continuity between the two. Okay. I appreciate that, developer. Like, good job. Thank you. That feels like a really nice thing for them to do, you know? I should have brought my cart and I should just farm a ton of iron. But again, I'm cold and I'm not thinking great right now. So, don't mind me. And I aggro. Please don't tell me I aggroed the yellow border. I didn't. The white border. Okay, we're good. Like, he's going to shoot me, but he's using a bow, not the crossbow, so it's not the end of the world. Let's just run out here. Hide in, hopefully, the cleft of... Yeah, see? He already lost interest. We're all right. We're going to try and go up here, because there's iron up on this platform. And we're almost full, but we're not full yet. And we'll see. Sometimes they come up here, but maybe we can get in here, grab a node or two, because it won't take much to fill us up, right? Yeah, I think that guy's climbing. That 25. He is. Yep. Oh, and he's a crossbow guy. That's not ideal. Is that my one? Yeah, I gotta take him out. Crossbows, dangerous. All right, come on, come on. There we go. See, E and R, those I know. Like, that's not a problem. All right, so you're tilled 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can slowly count, we're good, right? Like, I can push buttons underneath my thing, my blanket. That's not a problem. Okay. Oh, wow. Already. Yeah. I mean, 199. So anyway, um, let's get this node. How, like I know I'm over. How over am I? It doesn't feel too bad, right? Tilled 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can walk home with this without feeling too bad. So yeah, sorry, I get distracted easily, as we know if you've watched me for more than 30 seconds. Oh, another thing. Alaska got his, well, one of his admins got their myth server up and running. So another thing I want to do is roll a guy there, because their server has more people, and then we could see more stuff. Now, they're another community. They have a password, but I am a member of their community. So I'm thinking they would be their own playlist, right? It'd still be Myth. I think they're also mostly vanilla. I am not an admin over there. I mean, technically, I'm not an admin here. It's just Sun is the admin here, so he can change settings for me. But Sun can't change settings for me over there. So I have no control over what the settings are over there. So, and I don't know what they are over there. So it'd kind of be one of those, we just show up and see how it goes. Um, which kind of interests me, right? The whole, I don't know. The unknown, despite the fact that it can be terrifying, can be fun, right? Like, this could be good, this could be bad, but nobody knows. That can be exciting. It can be a good time because you don't know. It could be awesome, it could be terrible, could be fun, could be terrifying, could be who knows. But that sense of unknown is the same as the sense of adventure. Because you don't know, it is exciting. So I'm considering, like I said, a playlist, a series. I don't know. Um, Part of me wants to at least get one episode. The make the character, the do the initial babbling. Over there, a lot of it would be looking around because it is a server that other people played on, and I don't know their settings. I would have to do the whole tame a horse and find a spot, right? Like here, I'm like Chris exists, yeah, but she's very low level. She's in the new player area, right? I'm basically the only person, so I don't have to, I'm not competing for anything. If I want a spot, odds are it's untaken, right? I can probably get any spot I want, and I probably have no competition. Over there, I have no earthly idea where anybody is, if anybody is, what they're doing, etc. So, I don't know. So that could be exciting. But as for the cold, like I said, I debate doing stuff like Brotato. I debate doing stuff like, oh, what's the name of that game? I was just talking about it. Total War Warhammer, right? Because I mean, streaming isn't hard. I can stream kind of anything. I could throw up a new playlist and go, oh, oh wait, that's Salt. That doesn't go there. I'm getting to the point where I'm finally gaining enough resources. I want to kind of be cognizant of what I put in here. Yeah, see, we're down to only 4 more slots. Well, 4 more rows of slots. So I don't want to waste it, kind of, right? Um, you are you one? No, yeah. Okay, gypsum goes here. You go here. The ginseng. The salt goes over here by the door. I did make a salt pot, and I cooked some, which is good. That's how we got the out here the pea porridge, because it takes refined salt to make. And then straw goes here, or grass, sorry. I swear I know words. Iron goes here. We have some, right? How many ingots do you make? I don't know. Let's find out. So, yeah, I mean, I could stream it. I don't know if that would be fun or not. I could stream Brotato. I don't know if that would be fun or not. Oh, did I do something fun? I heard the noise. Was that, I think it was a level? Tab. It was a level. Yeah, we barely made 39. 274. Oh, it's almost exactly a 40,000. Let's eat a food. See, some buttons I can press. All right, what are you? Nothing fun. Oh, is this one of those levels? Yeah, masonry stairs, who cares? I'm guessing 40. Yeah, 40 is probably the fun one with tons of stuff, right? 40, 41, 40, 40. Okay. So 40 has some stuff. 46. Wow, you're a jump, aren't you? So spinning and weaving. Oh, okay. The bug net. Yeah. Yeah, fine steel, brimstone, and okay. The fertilizer, the bigger version, if you will. Um, ooh, Masonry City Defense. Well, just that apparently. Weapon, exquisite, which is steel. All right. Iron mace. All right, cool. Steel truncheon. Oh, weapon honing. All right, where we start actually doing that. That's cool. Armor? 42, 41. All right, so not yet. Got a ways. Tame, maybe 43, 41. Well, advanced stable we're getting, and large amount stable. Nice. Store elephants and rhinos. So I'm guessing we're getting close to being able to tame those, which feels fancy. Yeah, 43, 42, 47, 41, 40. Okay. So bear and panther. Well, that's not terrifying. 45. Ways to go for you. You're 60, so yeah, that's why you're down here, right? Decorative. Not that we cared, but okay, there's a decorative. Mission, clay, we did that. Yeah. We did these. We're waiting until we get around to getting a blessing again, and then we'll burn them, right? Because they're already done. They'll basically sit there forever. Why not wait until we have the bonus XP, right? Like, there's no need to hurry up and use them now. So we'll wait. All right, let's see if this is enough. Yeah, it looks like it. Make another set of you. Um, Make a third set of you. Or a second. I think. No, that's not quite it for my guys. I have one more, right? Yeah. So, getting there. Right? Yeah, because there's two over there with it. So, we are getting there. We are getting there. One set away from having all of our minions be fully ironed out. Now, the reason we could have gone with weapons and we'd be done already, right? The armor takes 4 ingots per piece and 3 pieces for one person, and the weapons takes 4 ingots per piece, but one per person. So clearly, one set of armor is 3 weapons. But the reason we're going for armor over weapons is an armored guy with a knockout stick is very useful to me. They can start working on the higher tier minions. Whereas the unarmored guy, well, the version of armor that they have now and the weapon, I mean, yeah, it's useful. I'm not knocking it, but I would just rather have the guys able to tame better minions, you know? That just feels more useful to me. So that's what we're going for. That's why we're kind of doing it in that order. All right. Let's go to, yeah, 3 and 4. Talk, inventory, chest, legs, hat, and 4, inventory, chest, legs, hat. And now we're just missing that guy down there. For the record, that's why I haven't cycled the armor down, is so I can remember who I'm supposed to give it to. And I know they're labeled, right? I could just read PL5, you're the other one, because I did bother to label them. But, I do it this way. Now the old sets go in here, which is not full yet. And we'll throw a sort in. Why not? There we go. I think I walk up and get more iron. Tilde 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, I know I should bring my horse. I'm not going to. I'm kind of digging the slow and peaceful. Like with the hands under, it feels very laid back, right? Like I'm just kind of moseying, relaxing, just hanging out, chatting with you folks. Like, hey, how was your day? What are you up to? Like there's no stress. We're just shooting the breeze, hanging out, doing a thing. And it's nice. I'm enjoying myself. So, Warhammer. I tried the humans. I like them in Warhammer 2. I like them. I don't know how to drop a quick save. And I don't know how to look at an enemy and go, "Oh, you're so and so." So I looked at one and they didn't like me. And I went off just that factor to determine if I should attack them. And went, "Yep, Joe Bob hates me. Let's get him." And I attacked him. Well, turns out he was also human. And he didn't like me because we were, I don't know, rivals or something. And then it made everybody else hate me, like all the other humans. And it was just a terrible thing. Now, I wouldn't have done that if I'd have realized it. And I'm sure it was listed somewhere. I didn't know where to look. And I didn't know how to quick save, so I didn't know reload. So it ended badly. And I wound up losing that match. So I need to, and I think with a keyboard I would have found it. I don't know. The dwarves, they were fun. They seem very, very tough, like as individual units. I seem to have a lot of armor, and there are variations, right? Like each faction will have between, I think 2 was the smallest, and 5, 6, or 7 was the largest number of leaders you could pick. And each leader had slightly different traits. Like a faction has faction specific traits, but then a leader has leader specific traits. And they may or may not have different units that they get. They may or may not have different special things that they get. They may or may not start where the rest of that faction starts. They may start halfway across the map. They may function the same as the rest of them. They may function wildly different. Like, it was all over the place, which is a good thing because it's not just this boring cookie cutter, let's take out crossbow boy thing. And I appreciated that. I was definitely not bored, right? It was not the same thing no matter what I did. And I appreciated that. Come on, don't go down the stairs. Ah! Get your two-handed sword away. Those things hurt. Alright, they're dead. Oh. Okay, got them. So now, tilde 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I get the rest of this iron. And then we want to go down there and get all that iron. So chaos so far, not a fan. Just because I don't like the mechanic. I want to build up a thing. The regular elves, they were okay, but I tried a thing. I overreached. It ended badly. They were fine. It was on me. I did a dumb thing, and it ended just like you'd think it would. I almost pulled it out, but I didn't. And again, I think it was that one. I think it was probably lack of familiarity with the controls. I think I could have won the fight if I'd been able to get the things to do what I wanted them to do and what I thought they should have been doing, but weren't. So, yeah, definitely have to give them another shot. And that's the high elves. The wood elves are different. Haven't done them yet. The vampire counts, they were fun. I didn't do. There's 2 versions of them, like a pirate version and a land-based version. I did the land-based version, and I liked it. I had a good time. I did something stupid with them, and that's what ended that run. But until I did the really stupid thing, I was having a good time. Hell, I was having a good time when I did the stupid thing, too. Because you can do a dumb thing and have it be fun, right? Sometimes idiocy is fun if it's in a video game, right? Like in real life, you don't want to because there's actual serious consequences. We do the dumb in video games because they're video games. They're not real life, right? Like, this isn't life and death. It's not a big deal. If I, for argument's sake, charge in the middle of this camp and die and lose everything, well, who cares? In real life, if I go charging into an enemy camp and I get shot in the face, that's a big deal. Because in real life, if I die, there's no reset button. I'm just dead. It's over. I don't get to go again. And that's why we do the silly in video games. Because it's not forever. It's not permanent, right? We can do dumb things and it's okay. That's one of the appeals of video games. That's one of the things I like about them, you know? I love playing them. I get to be silly, nonsensical. You know? I'm a dork all the time in video games because who cares? I'm just here to have a good time. So, I didn't do the orcs. Who else? There are a lot of factions. There really are. I didn't do all of them. Hell, I didn't do a lot of them. Because some stuff doesn't really appeal to me. It's not my style. Or at least I think it's not. I should, to be fair, I should give them a shake and see if I like them. You know? Like I say, you can't judge a book by its cover. You really can't. People judge me all the time by the way I look. And I would like to say nothing like I look, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I am something like I look. Who knows? All right, we're at 180. Hell, this node might put us close to time to go home. Maybe we'll get one more. Depends. Like if we get pure iron, sure, but if we get nothing but rubble, well then no. So, we'll see. Well, no, that's 196 already. I think if we hit another node, we'll be well over. And I don't want to do that. So let's go up here so we don't aggro Jim Bob. All right, tilde, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's go out here, jump over here. Oh, you know what? Let's pull this out. Wait for you to come up, and then we'll charge in and take him out. And then we'll fill that last 4 pounds with whatever drops. Because he's a bow and arrow guy. So we shouldn't have any issue. The crossbow guys could be. Bow and arrow guys should not be. I mean, I guess they could, because he has a two-hander. Yeah, see, he's blocking, bastard. All right, we got him. Oof. Really? 200, like, from 4 pounds under to 7 pounds under? How the hell did I really looted that much? Are you kidding me? All right, whatever. I mean, it was iron and salt. I'll take it, but damn. See, I'm glad I left it without getting an extra node. Can you imagine I got an extra node? How far over I'd be right now? Are you kidding me? That'd be insane. All right, so we're heading home with another load of ore. We got, 99 ore. Hell yeah. We got almost 100 in one run. That's amazing. That's actually a pretty good run, not going to lie. Would have been better with a cart and a horse. But can you imagine the pain I would have had trying to drag a horse and cart down in there? Oh my God, it would have got stuck on everything. Probably would have got it killed. And then I'd be pissed I lost my cart too. And my horse. Yeah. No thanks. No. That's just nightmare fuel. No thanks. Yeah, so I did the let's see, I did the humans. I did the elves, I did the dwarves, I did chaos. I had to have done somebody else, right? Was it really just that? No, yeah, couldn't it be? I would swear I restarted more times than just 4. Man. Well, and it could just be I don't remember. See, that's a problem with brain damage. I don't know what I don't know. So, could I have restarted 20 times? Yeah. Could I just not remember? Absolutely. What if how can I know what I don't know? Right? That's one of the reasons I am so very fond of streaming. The more I forget, the more disconnected from reality and myself I feel. But now I can look at this and I can have something tangible to hold on to and go, see, that was a thing. I was there. I did that. It happened. And because I recorded it, I can actually see it and go, hey, yeah, that's actually me. I did that. Now, I may not understand what I was talking about. I may not know what I was thinking, what I was feeling, any of that. And I am somewhat editing myself for public, right? Like I'm never gonna tell you guys everything. You're you're strangers on the internet, right? Like how honest do you really want me to be? But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just not gonna tell you everything. And that's not the same thing, you know? Oh, so we've made it home again, safe and sound. But yeah, I like that I have something I can watch and go, okay, I did a thing. That's what I was thinking. That's what I did. I don't remember that, but that's me. And I appreciate that. So, thanks YouTube. Appreciate you for existing. I don't know if other people think the random YouTube that exists, but I do. Do, 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 do. Let's jump on you. Let's press A, smelt you down. Hell yes. Like I could smelt the copper. I don't think I need it yet. I know I need the iron, right? I'm smelting that bad boy. Like I really want to get all my guys in iron armor. So I can know, hey, I did a thing and that thing is finally done. All right. Oh, ginseng goes here. It's hard to pass those little orange flowers and not pick them, right? Like I just see it and go, oh, orange flower, orange flower. I gotta pick it, right? I walk by it, may as well grab it. Why not? I was there. How do you go all the way there and not grab it? Doesn't make any sense. You're gonna go there, you may as well grab the damn thing. Let's hop on you. Let's see. We can make one more set, and that uses up the rest of that leather. Okay, so that's done. And now we would like to get this done. I can make 4 of you. Let's do that. We still got to go farm enough to make one more. But at least weapon-wise, that's all but one. So, nice. We're almost there on weapons, too. And we are there on armor. And we have plenty of animal fat still. See, this is why we start farming animal fat in the very beginning, and we always save it. Because by the time we get to iron, which is not quick, right, then we're good to go. We have enough to do the thing. Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. The other option is I go play an Alaska server and I don't stream there. Or I just do it for me. That's another option. I stream here for you folks, and I don't stream there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Do 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 do. I think I'll definitely do the first episode on stream just because it's a first episode. Why not get my initial thoughts down? Right? Should always record the start of a journey. If you don't do the rest, it's a new journey. Okay, now we do Joe Bob. Greetings, Joe Bob. Get your armor. Now, let's get you Way better weapon. Better against armor. Obviously, we're going to need one more. But oh, that's good. That is good. Hell yeah. When I could outfit the guys, I'm not going to. I'm not worried about it yet. And this stuff is in here in case we get around to it. And I know I could take this down, right? We're in the guild marker area. You see it just sticking up over there. But this is 100 storage slots, and I haven't got around to building what's its yet. So, screw it. It stays there for now, right? Like, it's helping me. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Iron. That feels good, man. That is, oh, so good. Look at them there. They're cool bows. And they're iron, what, truncheon maybe, whatever it's called. That feels good. It will beat somebody down. Hell yeah. That's good, man. Good, good, good. Oh, we are getting there, folks. But all right, we're at an hour. Thanks for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all. We're going to hop out. See you next time.